There, okay. I thought it would be there.
Smile. Do that again.
Public Service Alliance. PSAC.
Well, a number of issues. The main thing is we're here in solidarity with women and all those who identify as women. And I mean, there are a number of issues. We were just talking about the wage inequality that exists here in Alberta. That's a huge one. But in particular, I think violence against women and the fact that in a country like Canada, we've got more than 1,200 missing and murdered Indigenous women. And our government has failed to take action on that. And I think not just on International Women's Day, but every day we need to be drawing attention to this and saying that, we need to do better as a country.
I see you're holding bread and roses here. What does that mean exactly?
Go ahead. It stems from a strike in 1912 for women's rights in the labor movement, and it is the bread represents the right to earn a living that feeds your family, and the roses are representative of the dignity to enjoy a standard of living that you work for.
Going to provide a blessing. But I'm so happy that you're so happy to be here and to see that all of yours.
We are going to sing a song which pays homage to the elements of nature which makes up our health and our well-being. Then we'll sing a couple of feminist songs and boot you down the road. Spirit of the wind, breathe in me. Spirit of the sun, rekindle our flame. Spirit of the rain, fill our dry and deep recesses. Spirit of the land, raise me again. Not 2 times. Now we're going to get on to our feminist repertoire. And this song is about then and now, old attitudes and new. We're the women who did the work so men could get the credit. We said leave it all to us. We wish we never said it. Politics was not for us. We left it to our spouses. Now we know a woman's place is in parliamentary houses. We have learned it wasn't good for a boss, a son or daughter to treat men as a master race. Now changes are in order. We're prepared to share the work, but give us more than credit. Equal pay for equal work. We'll sing until we get it. Join in. Equal pay for equal work. We'll sing until we get it. Equal pay for equal work. We'll sing until we get it. Equal pay for equal work. We'll sing until we get it. Okay. And some of you from the unions will find this a familiar tune, but it's with our feminist words. We never will forget, Gran was a suffragette. We're fighting still for women's rights, and we ain't got them yet. But we won't sit and sigh, burst into tears and cry. The world can't change without us. We hold up half the sky. When you want things changed, call in your sisters, call in your mothers, call in your grannies. When you want things changed, call in a woman, because we hold up half the sky.
Okay. Those grannies, they may sing, but they're tall too. Happy International Women's Day, everybody. Woo! You know, I'm very pleased to be here as the MLA for Edmonton-Strathcona to, on behalf of the constituents of Edmonton-Strathcona, welcome you to hold your march through the very heart of my amazing constituency. It's one of the many things that makes me love my community so much is that we get to march down White Avenue every International Women's Day and remind people of the rights of women and the fact that we still have a long way to go. Now, many of you know that just a few days ago a study came out which confirmed that in fact in Alberta we're not moving forward, we're moving backwards. And the wage gap between men and women in Alberta is growing. Now let me begin by saying that I do not blame women for that problem. Unlike our government, I'm sure if Jim Prentice were asked, he would say it was somehow our fault. However, the fact of the matter is that we do have work to do in order to reverse this trend. The planned cuts to our public services, our frontline services, those services which disproportionately are relied upon by vulnerable families, which are typically headed by women, that will be another hit against the economic security of women in the province of Alberta. The plan to cut back wages of the public sector will be yet another hit against the economic security of women in Alberta. That, my friends, cannot be allowed to happen. We have a very serious fight ahead of us. We have a decision to make within the next 8 or 9 weeks. And I say to you that the outcome of that decision will have profound consequences to the economic and social security of women across this province. So I hope that all of you will see this upcoming election as being about, among other things, that issue. And that you will put your work and effort into electing representatives who are prepared to stand for equality for all people in our province of Alberta. Now, last fall, we had 2 new leaders of political parties who were elected. One was our Premier, Mr. Prentice, and the other was me. And soon after I was elected as the leader of Alberta's NDP, I sent a letter to Jim Prentice, and I said, listen, up until now, the province of Alberta has not supported the call for a national inquiry into the state of missing and murdered Indigenous women across this country. But now that you're the Premier, will you change that record? Will you join in the call that is across the country for that national inquiry? Unfortunately, he has not responded positively. Which is another reason why we need to have a different Premier, my friends. It's another reason why we need someone who takes the issues of violence against women in this country seriously and is prepared to do something to make our lives better and safer. That's something that we as women and also as mothers and wives and daughters and sisters that we deserve and that everybody in our community deserves. So with that, today we march and we refortify because we have a bit of an extra energy burst, I think, that we need to prepare for over the course of the next little while. And so today, let's be with friends and with our sisters and with our brothers and talk about our shared values and our shared hopes and aspirations for equality and for each other in this province going forward. And tomorrow, let's roll up our sleeves and get ready for a good, solid, victorious fight that we have ahead of us. Thank you very much, and once again, happy International Women's Day.